Ariana Grande said, if money didn't, if you didn't think money was gonna solve all your problems, baby, you ain't got enough to solve them. Okay, so it ain't never that you got too much money. Sometimes you ain't got enough. Okay. Hi guys, it's your girl Jasmine Angelique, and I am back with another video. So as you guys know, if you've been following me for a while now, this YouTube channel is basically my personal diary. So I'm gonna come to you guys and talk to you guys about the things that I go through on a daily basis. So one of the things that I've been trying to maneuver my way and figure out is how to live a more peaceful life. Nobody wants to be stressed. Nobody wants to be angry. Nobody wants to be worrying or any other thing you can think of, right? On a regular basis, on a daily basis. So here are my 5 tips to you on how to live a more peaceful life. And these are ways that actually help me. So I hope you guys enjoy. Okay? So the first tip is don't go to every fight you're invited to. So, right? What that means is don't go to every party that you're invited to. Don't go to everything, right? And it's not even party. It's not even a party, right? If somebody asks you to loan them $5, say no. If somebody asks you to bake them something, say no. If somebody asks you to do something that you don't want to do, say no. A lot of times we spread ourselves too thin and we end up with no time for ourselves. And some people like their personal time. I know I'm discovering I like my personal time. Me. So, number 2 is avoid people who don't make you feel good. Oftentimes, right, you don't realize it every time you're around a person, like even if that person's supposed to be like your friend or an associate or something like that, and you're around them, you're like, I don't like this vibe, right? They don't touch and agree with my spirit, right? Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Like, stop interacting with them. Better off for it. You'll be more happier about it. Some people are just a hello, a goodbye. A hello, a goodbye. Okay? Remember that. It says number 3 is forgive others, but forgive yourself first. So I know a lot of times, people do things. People have wronged everybody. Everybody has wronged somebody, right? But sometimes but you've also wronged people. And you've also, said things or done things in the midst of being wrong that you didn't mean. And some things that torment you, and you're not able to let go of that. So you're not able to forgive that person. So forgive yourself first, right? And if you can forgive yourself, like I forgive myself every time I act a fool, right? And when I say act a fool, sometimes I can be rather mean, right? I talk too much. Sometimes I can be mean. Sometimes I can say things to hurt people's feelings. And I first and foremost ask for forgiveness of myself. Even if I said sorry to that person the very next second after I did what I did, I always go back, and at the end of the night, I ask for forgiveness for myself. And you live a much more peaceful life. Because ultimately, you can't worry about whether somebody forgive you or not. The best thing you can do is forgive yourself and not do the things that those people were mad at you about. The best thing you can do. Number 4 is manage your money. So a lot of stress, right, comes from either not having enough money. It's never because you have too much money. Okay, Ariana Grande said, if money didn't, if you didn't think money was gonna solve all your problems, baby, you ain't got enough to solve them. Okay, so it ain't never that you got too much money. Sometimes you ain't got enough. So, okay, this is what you do, right? You have to create a way to manage your money, and sometimes you're gonna go without. Sometimes you're going to go without. Sometimes you're only going to have enough money to handle your bare necessities, okay? Food, shelter, and clothing, and, cars and mortgages and everything else. Rent, light bill, gas bill, right? But you got to figure out a way to handle it. And don't allow yourself to be stressed about it, right? If all you got is the minimum balance on that credit card this month, pay the minimum balance, and next month you give them a little extra if you got it. Okay, so that's where we're at. With the fifth and final tip is find a creative outlet. Number 5, which I think is so important, because a lot of people, all they do is work. Yeah, they work too much. I used to work. I still work a lot, but I don't feel like I work too much. Or at least when I'm not at work, I try to fill my time with stuff that I love to do. And so I feel better about myself, right? Like, I don't feel like that, oh, I gotta go to work, oh, right? Because when I'm not at work, I'm doing YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I'm about to give you guys some jewels, okay? So start cooking. They have a new trend. I don't know who be doing this, right? But they got a new trend out here that, you know, you can buy adult coloring books. I don't know what's in those adult. I might actually buy one and show you guys, right? Like, what kind of stuff do they have in adult coloring books? So yeah, so those are my 5 helpful tips that has literally brought peace to my life. And either those are tips that I have already applied, or tips that I'm going to use, or tips that I felt like would move people along into the right direction. Yeah. So without further ado, I'm going to end this video. Peace.